YouTube? My name's Brian, aka The Boss, or aka Brian like it says there. This year I bought myself my first boat, not knowing how to sail, a 1985 Catalina 30 tall rig named Artemis. Join me while I meticulously restore this boat along with my family. Once she's done, we're going to go ahead and have some amazing adventures in the New York area, and then further down south eventually, once I learn how to sail. Anyway, I hope you enjoy all the restoration videos, and like I said, in spring, join us for a bunch of sailing. What's going on, guys? So, I don't know if any of you are into e-bikes, or if any of you keep them on your boats. This particular one would work on a boat. I have another one which I'll show you at the end of this video, which is a Super 73 S2. This is a Super 73 Z1. Weight on this one is roughly like 78 pounds, so it's still a little heavy, but it's not nearly as big as some of the other fat tire bikes. Now this one will work on the beach, on trails, into town, out of town. It has roughly a 20-mile range with a gentleman or a lady my size on it, but this one's actually for my kids, so they rep this one around. How I wound up with this particular one is I had the exact same bike, the controller went bad, and Super 73 has amazing customer service, and they were actually able to get me a new bike within a week. So kudos to them. You don't really see much of that in the industry. Again, the bike had like 50 miles on it. Went to go charge it, it wouldn't charge, nothing would turn on, bad controller. After talking with them, they decided to send me a brand new one. So we're gonna unbox this one here for you today. Again, if you are cruising and you have a cat, this would absolutely fit on it. A larger monohull, this would fit. But if you are on a, let's say a smaller mono or a smaller cat and you want to save space, they do sell folding ones. But anyway, let's open this one up, put it together, and we can take a gander at it. First things first, grab a Corona and get ready to have some fun. So let's open this up. Now I already popped it, but just one bead of glue. And inside the box, we're gonna find our bike. Obviously, if you don't know how to remove boxes, this video is probably not for you, but you're gonna remove the boxes that we have holding the bike in an upright position. Then, you're just gonna go ahead and lift it out. All right, so you're just gonna lift it right out of the box. Again, it's not that heavy. Place it down, there should be a kickstand. Yep. Put the kickstand down, and we have the bike out. There is another box in here. Get that piece. This is gonna be our pedals, our hardware to put the bike together, and our charger. So let's get gandering at this. All right, so we'll open up the accessories. Always put your knife away, even though we're gonna need it on this. And the charger's not in there, but we do have our pedals. We have our reflectors, the mounts, and the tools put together. All right, so when I first got my first Z1, the charger was in that box. I just got a little nervous, but if you look inside the box, you'll see this, and there it is. So don't discard this piece. Always look through everything. Charger. Bam. That's all it is. All right. All right, so now we got it out of the box. First thing I like to do is just remove with a set of dikes some of the zip ties, because we're gonna have to put this together and we don't want them in the way. You don't need a set of dikes, scissors will work, but I just like the way that these cut. Again, we're gonna remove all the foam, rubber bands, those are keepers. Foam. The bike's basically together, just so you know. It's not like you have a lot of work to do here. All we have to really do is put our handlebars. There we go. Handlebars are gonna go on. And we have to put some air in the tires, but I do like to take all this off just to have a look. And this is the blue. If you're into Super 73, I recommend checking them out. Matter of fact, if you go to pussfoot.com, I think I even have $100 off for one of these. There's definitely a coupon code on there. So now this was always the pain. Remember this part? The plastic on the seat is actually underneath the seat. So what I like to do is rip it and then slowly pull it down so you don't get any stuck. But we'll have to go back through this later, absolutely, because they do a very good job of getting this plastic on there. Really, if you want to get it all off, you're going to have to remove the seat. But I'm not in the mood to do that, so we leave it. Same with the last one. Some more down here. Awesome. Voila. Alright, so there's your bike. Put away the dikes. And the first thing I'm going to do is put the handlebars on it. So we'll come over here to our trusty little toolkit. Recommend, if you do get one of these, that you should absolutely keep these tools with you at all times. I noticed that that was a little bit loose. I think I'm going to have to tighten that, but 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you, if you put a kid on one of these, not only does it go like 35 miles, but the speed that they advertise is something like, I think they say it only does like 20 miles an hour with an adult. But once you get your daughter or your son on this thing, it's doing like close to 30 miles an hour, and it just boogies, plain and simple, just boogies. It's a great little bike for the kids, or for somebody just looking for a smaller e-bike that will still do the job of a big e-bike. Again, this is the Z1. Once we get these all in, we'll get a kid just to sit on it for 2 seconds to see where they're happy with the handlebars, and then we'll lock them into place. So we're not going to tighten them down all the way until we do that. All right, let's get a kid. Where do they feel good? There, or do you want them back in further? Probably like right there, right? All right, good. You can go. Once you figure out where they're happy, just go ahead and lock these down. But if you are letting your friends drive the bike, again, this is one reason why keeping the key with you makes a lot of sense, because you can always adjust it. And this one's super loose now. There we go. That's it. This takes, 5 minutes to do. The harder part's all the accessories. All right, next we just gotta get the pedals on. They are reverse threaded. So, this was always the pain for all of mine, was figuring this part out. And you just gotta get it there. Once you catch it, damn it. So the hardest part of this whole thing is getting these pedals on. You just gotta take your time and get the threads to start taking. And then you're just gonna take this and tighten them up. Keep it going. There's no sound. You don't have to worry about any sound. You guys can all talk. There's no sound. This is going to be a sped up clip.
What carrots stuck in my teeth?
Keep that part. Good?
Yeah. It comes with a couple of reflectors. Being that this is for my child, I absolutely put these on. I put them on the other side though. So when you get a chance, just grab these, put them on. They just go ahead and clip right into each other. So very simple. So when they ship this, it doesn't come with much air, as you can see in the front tire. So I always put it up to 20, and I just go ahead and just reseat them that way. And that's basically all we do. So this bike is for my kids, and I am all about giving the accessories. I have them all because my other bike I had to return. So first things first, it needs a bell. Let me tell you, when you're actually ripping around on one of these, that bell might seem silly, but it is super, super important. Next would be my rear view mirror. And I just realized I'm gonna have to move that bell backwards a little bit. I'm gonna slide it back so we can fit all these things. Everything I have on this bike is available on Amazon, but you know what I would do? I would just, if you're gonna get one, research it all yourself. Don't take anyone's word for it. What's the best, what's not the best, etc. Just make sure you have a rear view mirror and a bell, and I think you're good. This one doesn't come with lights. Some people get bummed out about that. I could care less. Matter of fact, the light that I have on this one is better than... Why is this not right? Do I keep it on the other side?
Give it on backwards.
Oh, there we go. The light I put on this one, aftermarket, is better than the one that comes on my other bike. So I have no problem doing the aftermarket stuff. But definitely, and I mean this, you really, 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 really need a rear view mirror. It's like the most important thing on this bicycle. I think I moved it like this and they can reach over. Yeah, that's how we did it. So it's over a bit. They can still reach it. This goes there. Tighten that on. Again, this is my kids. Mine is much bigger, and I'll show that one to you eventually. So, there we go. Light. This light is awesome. It's rechargeable. It's pretty damn bright. And, yeah, it lasts all evening. So this just goes here. Let me tighten it down. I know. Let's shut that off. Off. Why won't you go off? Go off. There, off. Actually, I want to put this in the middle. There, that's better. So that's cool. We're still recording, that's good. Then I have, for the rear, just a little rear light that we can put on. Again, this is for my kids, so I don't mess around. I'm gonna do it this way. No, I like it that way. This just clips, and then we're done. And then a bike lock. These bikes are stolen often, so I recommend highly having a bike lock. I mean, you lock up your dinghy, why wouldn't you lock up your bike? Maybe one less. There we go. And of course, I forget the code, so I can't lock it right now. Alright, well, whatever. I'll figure out the code. And then, when you have teenage daughters, this is truly the most important piece. This is the phone holder. So, you don't put this on, your kids get super mad at you. Move this one over a bit more. The clamp is in there. Push this through. All right, so now you can see we got a light, which I really recommend. Cell phone holder. This bike comes with an app. You can actually, well, not this one, disregard. The other one I have comes with an app where it's got maps and directions. And yeah, this thing's super rad, man. You get a chance, go check these out. Disc brakes, like I said, for me, this bike's only going to do about 15, maybe 20 miles an hour. Sorry that that's so low. My S2, which I'll show you in just a second, that one will rip at like almost 30 miles an hour and has a range of about 40 miles. So I take that thing everywhere. But yeah, these are pretty cool. This particular bike is the Z1. It retails for about $1,300. If it's not in your price range, totally get it. This is just something I do with my kids. This one will fit on my boat. Will I take it? I don't know. I probably would rather a foldable, just because we only have a 30-footer, but we still have a whole bunch of fun on these things. So yeah, any questions, comments, concerns, just reach out to me in here or on the Sailing Project Artemis on Instagram, and I will respond back to you. Cheers, guys.
Then you just plug it in and let it charge. Oh, these are cool too, if you're into electric scooters. But yeah, this thing's pretty damn cool.